Hi guys, this is Skittflash here, and welcome back to Let's Play Dangan Ronpa 2 Blind. In the last part, we finally started the trial after, so long, and everything's fun again. So let's see what's up. Damn it. Why is that so hard to kill, man? But why is the door locked from the inside? They tried to keep us from getting in. Was it really locked from the inside, though? They're trying to stall for time. How do they lock the door? The door should not have a lock. Yeah, they use drumstick or something. You're talking about the broken drumstick? That could be it. You can use that as a bolt to lock the door, but by doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared. Damn, okay, so what do we don't want to back up that, right? There's stepladder, surveillance monitor video. I want to say it's semi-transparent glob or something. Damn, I'm stumped. It was to stall for time. Maybe it wasn't to stall for time. But how do they lock the door? The door should not lock. Wait, do we? Oh, okay. Does time go down while we're in pause menu? Like, no, it's not. Okay, so if I do ever need to think, that's probably one way of doing things. Because right now I am so, I'm pressed. The killer who was hiding inside waited until we gathered together and suddenly appeared. Okay, so the only two things we can shoot down right now are the fact that they locked the door from the inside, which, well, would contradict that, or backing up the broken things. Oh, and the stall for time, of course. Surveillance monitor video? What is the surveillance monitor video, even? That is odd. Okay, yeah, that was her. Yeah, but if it was her killing herself, then it wouldn't be the killer, right? Yeah, and we need to, even though we know that that's not really in the thing, we need to tell everybody that. Okay, so how can we shoot? Oh, then there's also the the possibility of having to use the copy. That complicates. That complicates things so much. That's oh my goodness, adding a whole new dynamic to things. Oh my, I don't want to deal with that. By blocking the door from the inside, try to keep us from getting in. Yeah, no. Let's see. Give me a second to think about this, guys. Okay, my only lead right now is maybe they didn't do it from the inside. Stop that. Oh my goodness. There's also the fact that I suck at the actual video game. Whatever. We're running low on time. Only a minute left, and you can speed up. Yeah, that's. I think that's only 2 cycles left, so we're dropping the ball here. So let's just do this quickly. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Thank God, because I was grasping hard. Okay, hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door is locked from the outside. There's the semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used, like rubber, maybe. Was actually glue, boys. Did we get health back from that? Yes, we do. Must have been glue. It tasted like glue, right? And she even makes the tasting sound. Oh my goodness. Stop it, Chiaki. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. I'm certain it was glue. Okay, yeah, no, don't they make glue edible because, preschoolers often eat glue or something? The glue is only, or safe to eat, should I say, not exactly edible. I mean, it is, but you know what I mean. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the door venue from the outside. But then how did they tie up, what's her face then? You'd be able to break down the door easily, wouldn't you? The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside. What? First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious, almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think that the killer placed it as a diversion. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So during the 10 minutes Hajime left the grave, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space. They also taped her up after killing her. Yeah, that's really quick, man. Alrighty then. They couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue. They must have done it earlier than that. Oh, here we go. See? Komein is too smart for this world. And when you went back with everyone else, Hyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier. Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Oh, maybe she like blocked it off or something? To be out of... whatever, let's keep on going. That's right. But just what is this crap anyways? Okay, figure out what that is. It's... curtains? What? Oh, Hangman's Gambit, are we serious now? Oh, fucking bitch. I like this W. I like this W. It is in fact a W. Okay, obviously it's not preceded by a P, because I don't think W and P's go together that well. I don't think P and L even. Nope. So WL, I don't think there's an actual word that starts with WL, but E, man, E sounds. Whoopsie, I'm getting too trigger happy. WA though, maybe? Yeah, there we go. WA. No, it's not that. WA. Oh, wallpaper. Yeah, okay. There we go. I swear to God, when I play these games, it's not even like trying to figure out the actual thing. It's just like trying to figure out how words work. But hold on, I need to pause, and except I can't pause. Wait, there's always that option. Oh my goodness, that helps me tremendously because I need to be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now to spell the word wallpaper. Oh my goodness, no, wait, no, L, please. Oh God, I really gotta start actually pressing triangle because that has been killing me. And go away, Clue, I don't need you anymore. What we do need is a P eventually. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping the ball so hard right now, guys. At least we have time to do this. Things are getting difficult though, I must admit. Everything's dying. Oh, good God. Oh, and I'm losing hard. There goes most of my health, but that's fine. No AP, there we go. Oh my God, look at all the P's. Thank you. Thank you. We'll save this R for a random time when we actually need it. Okay, that wasn't exactly the most elegant display of Hangman's Gambit. But at least we did it. Still living. That's all that matters. What's this? That's Grap. Isn't it the part of the wallpaper in the storage room? Indeed it is. Okay, so maybe she was behind the wall the whole time. That'd be interesting. For what does that even? I don't know how that makes sense. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, seems to fit perfectly. Ooh, yay! What does that mean? Okay, and a mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But Hajime, on the other hand, you can figure it out easily. Thank you. That scrap of paper was stuck to the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper I found in the storage room. It is connected to the sudden. Is it connected with the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? Oh wait, are we logic diving again? Ooh, awesome. How do I do this again? I am also in fact dying. I have no. That's how you slow down. That's how you do that. That's how you jump. You can also jump with the L buttons and speed up with those buttons. Okay. Time to play video games. We can do this. Logic dive. I'm liking it so far. Okay, so what are the questions though? Those are what's gonna kill me. What was that? That did not look fun, you know. What is the slow bound button, just in case I feel scared? That'd be that. No shame in slowing down from time to time, you know how it is. Except when you need to jump, and jump again because I'm afraid of that. Why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? because it was hidden with wallpaper. That's the conclusion they're trying to get me to believe, is it not? Which one lasts further? Ooh, yay, I was right. Thank you. No, wait, I don't want to speed up. I'm afraid of speeding up. Whatever. I do like this theme, though. Just those, what the hell is that? I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, I'm gonna crash into things and die. Because I'm because I'm forgetting what the jump button is. Okay, on to the next question. What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper. A curtain? Those two things are somewhat similar, though. I mean, just throwing that out there. Hopefully we get a life back from doing this, because I don't want to die anytime soon. That'd be not cool. But yes, okay, doing good so far. I like how we're diving right now, and like we are like in a free fall, so to speak. Oh my goodness, that was almost insanely bad. Let's slower roll. We have 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure there's only one question left. Is that a ramp? Okay, that is a ramp. Okay, automated stuff. I don't have to use skill to not die, which is very much appreciated. I wonder if this is easier on easier difficulties. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. They formed a wall. What's the difference? What would forming a wall entail? I think it's actually that. They formed a wall, right? That makes more sense. No, it doesn't. Just kidding. What a stupid suggestion. That I almost fell for. Oh, really? Well, there you go. So they covered the pillar with wallpaper, and that's why we couldn't see it, because we freaked out and didn't bother to do the crime scene. But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body. No, the body was already taped up when the killer hid it along with the pillar, using the wallpaper. That's some genius shit. We should have noticed. Damn it, now I have to go back. That's something I didn't catch in editing. I dropped the ball, man. Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger oh, okay, never mind. That makes more sense. I'll still have to relook at that, though. Okay, yeah, I see. That's interesting. That's really cool. So when I first discovered Zabuki's body, Hyoko's body had already been there. Genius. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize it at the time. Damn. Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you notice Zabuki's body right away. And he already knew this the whole time, because he's just too goddamn smart. So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper. Oh, and something ripped off. Okay, so in those 10 minutes, all killer, who I'm just going to refer to that as now, all the killer did was rip that off and glue the door shut. Glue the door shut. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits, and the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like the pillar. And that's why they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as they left the music menu. She accidentally ripped off the piece of the wallpaper. Well, there you go. The killer must have been in a hurry. If their plan took too long, Hajime would have walked in on them. But going into the trouble of hiding the body in the pillar is very bold and risky. Yeah, a risk she wouldn't take because she's so not risky, right? But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they didn't have to do much while Hajime is gone. They just have to peel out the wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal. And on that note, those imitation murders. Haven't you seen my masterpiece, The Wizard of Monami 2.5D? I know, come on, Monami, what are you doing? Don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission. Yes, it's like against the law or something, maybe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Pretty nosy. Yeah, she's not exactly an intelligent property. Pretty nosy for someone who eats moss balls. Oh, I just enjoy looking at that. Okay, never mind. Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's death getting taped up after her death matches the Lion's death, sort of. And if both crimes were replicas of the scene from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted, what is the point of that? The reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out. To let their accomplice escape because they like moving, to mix the killing order. Damn. Genius. Okay. The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so they mix up the killing order. Interesting. That was the whole thing about the they did that in the first game. Then Hyokyo was actually killed before Ibuki? Now what does that mean though? What importance does that have? Maybe Ibuki saw the whole thing and the killer just told him, hey, you should kill yourself, and she was like, yeah, you know what, I'll do that. And that's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well. Then I shall hear, damn it you guys. You bastards. Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right? You know what I should save before we get into like cross swords or something and I get totally wrecked? Because I feel like that is in fact going to be the case. Even though this game is pretty lenient, if you die you can just restart where you last died. I forgot about that. Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor, and oh, I see, yes. And full of blood. But it appears Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was killed. Wouldn't that mean Hyoko was killed before Ibuki? Well, there you go. So I don't have to actually, like, you know, drop some logic on these fools. First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Ibuki was killed. Oh my goodness, do we really have to go through this? You're one to talk. Really? Can we just, like, what are we doing? All we have to do is present blood on the souls. There we go. Is that even... Really? This could be a multiple choice question. This doesn't have to be a non-stop debate. Well, that's fine, because, Ibuki's feet were on the floor. I'm telling you to present your evidence. Did you see her walking? If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign that she stepped on something? Yes, there was. There we go. It was blood, by the way. To answer your question, Ibuki must have stepped on something. That something was blood. There was faint footsteps of blood or souls. There was blood in her very soul, man. Some hardcore shit. No external injuries. That's Hyoko's blood. Well, there you go. Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice in her neck and she almost died instantly. If Ibuki stepped in her blood, that means Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was mortally wounded. So she was there? That's pretty awkward. Maybe someone just told Ibuki to kill Sayonji, and she just like shoots and did it because she was like under despair disease or something. That'd be really, oh god damn it. That is a really awesome pose though. Totally a thumbnail. Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb. Hajime Hinata. Okay, interesting. That's a good line. But are you sure? If you show myself, okay. He's just like, what is this fucker doing? Something I learned about cross swords, because I got so wrecked the last time I tried cross swords, is that I think striking this, oh wait, okay, smudge on the floor, I guess? Yeah, smudge on the floor. Well, it's too late for that, no advance. We can get critical hits. Oh, good dog. Do we not even need to advance? What is this? Oh, maybe is that really a trap? Like that thing he just said? Yeah, maybe there was no blood on the floor. There we go. Really? Are we done? Is he trapping us? Is this really his plan? Is he gonna pull something off badass right now? Because it was wiped away afterwards. Yes, we do. There's a smudge on the floor. The killer tried to hide Hyoko's body. They probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped on him. The killer probably didn't even realize it. Yeah, what if like you just kill someone and absolutely just hide the body to the point where like you couldn't even find it? Like what would you do then? Why hasn't everyone tried that, by the way? Seems like just throw it in the ocean or something, you know, come on. I mean, I know that'd be insanely difficult, but something along those lines, like burn it. I don't know, man. Well, you couldn't burn it because you can't litter on this goddamn island, but you know what I mean. Oh, I guess throwing the body into the ocean would be considered litter, but just a interesting theory. Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, if they hadn't, it'd be bad if her blood left out in the open. Plus Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all, so blood would be suspicious or something. Actually, the bleeding will stop once her heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far. Huh, interesting. Aside from Mikon, none of us aware was that fact, so the killer probably didn't know either. How about that? Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so they would screw with Mikon's autopsy? But who would know that? Besides Mikon. If the time of death wasn't mentioned in Monokuma's file, just to keep concrete evidence from us? Yes, since we all have this evidence, there's no one else that wants to object, right? Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki. How about that? So what is the point, though? Now then, let's resume our debate. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first. He's gonna get some mad info from him. Yeah, he did. And we made something. Hey, if the victim apparently committed suicide, what are we supposed to do? That happened last time. You have to vote for who the killer is. And think about it. Suicide means you killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Oh, damn. Unfortunately, that means there's no backing to punish, but I guess it's a pinch. I can always punish Monami. Awesome. What do you mean if the victim actually committed suicide? Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possibly Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide. That'd be bad. There's no way she would kill her, anyone would kill her to begin with. She was afflicted by this despair disease. What would have been able to falsify her, if Ibuki was the killer? She wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of murders, right? What? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead, you know, having a rope on her neck and whatnot. And if she was gonna fake her death, she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body wouldn't have been... Yeah, if anyone touched her, it would have ruined her plan. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer. Turns on a dime, man. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then what was that video Hajime saw? Dude, I've been talking about this for like all of last part. I know what it is, man. I've got the mad strats. Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? They used hypnotism or something? Who knows, man? It seems obvious that the killer did something, so maybe we should try to figure out whatever it was. Our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. It's clear that time... It is clear what time the crime took place. Hoo-hoo. That's where you're wrong, Sonia. It doesn't have a record function. Okay. Was actually live. What time did Hajime see the video? It was right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time was before and during the announcement. Okay. And we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time? Really? Do we have to deal with this? Do we really have to deal with this? Do we have enough time? I think I could Chigao one more person. Oh, this is lame. Actually, I think... no. Yeah, sure, why not? Then what about the others? Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my hotel room. Everyone in the motel was doing that. So everyone who stayed at the hotel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, in my own cottage. Okay, if nobody has an alibi then... Okay. So Fuyuhiko's account, right? I think we have to shoot Fuyuhiko's account with his thing. That makes no sense. I don't think that's correct, actually. Yeah, no, that's definitely not that. What are you gonna say? Hey Hajime, can't you do something about that? I'm counting you to provide better cover fire. Okay. I think he wants us to back us up. Sonia's account. What the hell is a Sonia's account and what is Mikon's? Oh, yeah, I meant to say Mikon's account. Whoopsie. There's too many accounts, man. So let's just try this one more time, because I don't sleep thinking. I don't sleep thinking is the right thing. There we go. No, that is definitely not right either. Okay, I'm sad now. Slowly gonna die, but at least we still have time. Let's relook at Sonia's account and see what specifically she said. Hyoko's was distraught. Okay, I don't think that has anything to do with testimonies. Okay. And then Mikon's account. Mikon was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized Buki had disappeared. I guess so. We apparently met up with Fuyiko. Let me think about this then, I guess. Okay, now once again I do one of those random I'm grasping at straws story-watch gals, and they magically work. Awesome. So in the next part we'll talk about how everyone doesn't not have an alibi. Next time on Let's Play Dangan Ronpa 2 Blind. Until then, this has been Skittflash. Hope you enjoyed watching. Bye!